Mativanan, good evening beta. Tanishka, good evening. Okay. Okay, the PDFs are ready beta. We have to start. Good evening beta. So last class we were talking about vegetative propagation. After vegetative propagation, like we understood that ki asexual, there are two type of reproduction. One is called as asexual reproduction, another one is called as sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, gametes like germ cells like sperm and ova is not needed, but in sexual reproduction, egg and sperms are needed. That is, the male and the female reproductive part is needed there. Fine. Good evening Tanishka, good evening Aini. So male and female reproductive sperms are exactly sperm and ova, that is the germ cells, it is needed, that is a part of sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, variations are there and variation is needed. In asexual reproduction, clones will be formed because more or less reproductive organs are not involved, and as reproductive organs are not involved, so that particular moment we can say that since reproductive organs are not involved, that time what you call clones means there will be much similarity in their genes. There will be no proper selection there. There will be no proper selection there. Good night, Renu. Good night, Renu. Bye bye. Good night. So in that asexual reproduction, we have seen binary fission, fragmentation, then spore formation, multiple fission. There are different type of fission process. Yeah, good night. There are different type of fission process where different type of process we have seen in asexual reproduction. The last one which we were talking about was vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, we have seen how roots, stem, leaves, everything is reproducing. Means everything is giving a new plant, but they are not involving sex cells. Sex cells are there, they are not at all sweet dreams. Okay, sex cells are not at all involved in that. Fine. So they are exactly coming as asexual reproduction. After that, we talked about male gamete and how male gamete is exactly formed. So the leaves like bryophyllum is exactly going to give through leaves. Artificial propagation we have seen. After artificial propagation, tissue culture we have seen. In that agar quality we have talked. Good evening Abhirami. Good evening beta. After that, we talked about male reproductive section. In male reproductive section, when it is going to come? We talked about sperms. No, I'm not going to teach science today. I'm not going to teach science today. Seriously. I'm not going to teach science today. Now we are going to talk about sperm and ova, the male and the female germ cells. They are exactly responsible for doing reproduction. Fine. The male germ cells and the female germ cells, then when they fuse together, then only fertilization occur. And when fertilization occur, what on science? Yeah, I'm going to teach reproduction in science right now. Okay, that is, I'm going to teach reproduction. Okay, fine. You all are in mood to talk right now, play right now. Seriously, Shall I start? Shall I start teaching? Fine, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to teach science, I'm going to teach bio. You want to study? Fine. You do one thing. First you decide you want to study biology or not, because if you will play, I will also play. Yes, auntie. You really want to play, then I'm the person who is going to play very badly, I'm telling you. You want to play, you play, I'll also play with you. Now look here, going back to the topic, Last class many were there, many were not there. So I'm just discussing about sperms. The sperm is going to have a tail and it will have a head. So now the sperm, this part is exactly providing mobility to the sperm. Mobility means movement. We were talking about movement means the male reproductive part is producing sperms. The sperm has to travel towards female. Okay, and Auntie bio is in science. Nah, bio is not in science. No, auntie, I don't want to play. I want to study science. Tanishka, everyone get ready because I will skip many things and I will not teach. Good evening, Kavya. Seriously, I will start playing then. If you will play, then I will play also. You don't know how much big player I am. I'll play and I will not teach. I'll skip many things. Okay. It's not an easy talk. When maths, auntie, yeah, let biology get over. Biology class itself is not over. You're talking about maths. Okay, auntie, play by giving twisted questions. Fine, I'm going to give questions, but let me finish my topic then only. Na. Good evening, Akshaya. Good evening, Saran. Shall I start now? Because it's too much. I'm unable to talk to my point. Fine. So, Renu. Fine, Renu. Now look here, I'm not going to see your comment side now. Promise. I'm going to teach what is exactly I have to teach. Now listen. You're making me nervous. Fine. So now sperm and the sperm is exactly the male gamete. It is exactly also called as germ cells. So the male germ cell is produced by male reproductive part. Now also we have understood one very important thing here is that this male germ cell, what is called as sperm, it has to travel. It has to travel. It is having a tail and this part is exactly called as the head of the sperm. This is exactly containing the genetic information. This is exactly containing the genetic information. What does genetic information and whose genetic information the sperms are exactly getting? The sperm and the egg. See, one small thing is there I am going to teach that is very, very important. Like when a child is there, a child is exactly like a boy or a girl is there. A boy or a girl, it is exactly, we are going to name it as A, and father and mother is there. Okay, now from father 50% genetic character is taken from father and 50% genetic character is taken from mother. Fine. So it's like variation, lots of variation is there, lots of variation is there. Now see, I'm touching a very diplomatic section, but it's really like a true statement. I'm going to say this statement. I don't know how it is going to go, but one thing is there, that marriage in close relations should be avoided. You know why? Marriages in close relations should be avoided. The reason behind is there is not much genetic selections, means the character selections are very, very limited. The character selections are very, very limited. I am not going to talk to that point. I am going to talk to a very important point that see, means close relations means own relative marriages should be avoided. The reason behind is like the DNAs will be very, very similar. So if DNAs will be similar at that particular time, sperm question, what is that, Tanishka? Auntie, we use microscope, we can see sperm, auntie. Yes, you can see sperms by seeing microscope. Okay, by using microscope, you can see sperm and ova both. Fine. Yes, see, look here, selection of character. Selection of character like color of the eye, color of the skin, hair color, many characters are there. A child is exactly taking characters from father and mother both. Okay, from father's side, 50% from father body 25%, and father's generation like father, grandfather and then their generation 25%, from mother's body 50%, from mother's body means mother's 25% she is going to give, and from her relatives and her parents the child is exactly going to get 25%. So 50-50 combo is there. So that's why when the male and the female gamete means sperm and ova meets, at that time there is a selection process is going on. So the trait which is dominant, like mother eye color is black, father eye color is brown. The one which is dominant, means if mother eye color is black and it is dominant, the child will get the color of the what you call mother eye color. Okay, that is mother eye color. If the father's skin color or mother's skin color, like if both are white color, then no problem. If the one which is dominant which will come, then the baby will be born with that color. So that is exactly called as genetic they are called as characteristics. Okay, so when from very far, like one African, one American, when they will marry, I'm sorry, I'm discussing this point. So the thing here is there is much variations because they are very, very different. When they are going to marry together, and the child will be exactly having much selections will be more. The baby born will be more strong. Okay, but close relation marriages, the selection in the DNA will be very, very less. So maybe the child will be born with some defects. Eye defects will be there. Some common defects will be there. Okay, because that time selection process will not be more. Dominant traits are those traits which are exactly taken by the babies. Dominant traits are directly taken by the babies. I am going to teach you in heredity and evolution chapter when I am going to teach. At that time I am going to teach Mendel's periodic table. That time I am going to discuss everything. So it's totally about the dominant trait. The trait which is going to be dominant will be taken by the baby. Okay, so from father and mother, if the father traits are dominant, it will be taken by the baby. If the mother trait is dominant, then it will be taken by the baby. So it's not like, but one more important thing is knowledge. Learning, it is not heredity. Means from parents you cannot take learning. It's not like, otherwise whosoever is very big people, their child will be like that only. No, learning is totally dependent on your frontal lobe, occipital lobe, parietal lobe. Different type of lobes are present in the brain. You enhance then lobe and you will be becoming genius. So it's not like that. You can learn anytime, you can study anytime. It is not at all genetic. Take it out from your brain. That is totally nonsense that father is intelligent, then mother is intelligent, the child born will be exactly of same. No, it's not like that. It is about the environmental factors. Means the place where the baby is growing, the child is growing, that place creates a very big difference. If that environment is a study related environment, the child will be growing in that book section and the child will be exactly bookworm. Not fair. It's not fair. You can say like that, it's not fair, but learning is not heredity. You can only be taking the character like your face color, your body color, your eye color, your complexion, your hair color, everything, your this earlobes. Means if your mother earlobe is big, father earlobe is small, mother earlobe is dominant trait, then the baby born will be with a very big earlobe. So exactly these are exactly called as traits which is occupied by the baby. Okay, fine. I hope I have made this point clear. So father and mother both are going to contribute their character to the child, and the child will be born with that mixture of that. So there is much selection. Okay, there is much selection. What is your doubt, Tanishka? Tanishka, I didn't read your doubt. Close relationship will call as brother. No. That is a very close relationship. No, like I think like close relationship, like what type of close relationship you can say that, like some relatives, like very near relations, marriage will be exactly called as close relation marriage. That should be always avoided. The baby born will be having more what you called genetic problems will be there, disease will be there, like that will be there. Uncle and like how to say, like in some places, like mother's brother and mother's daughter will be marrying. That is a very close relation. That is exactly containing more of genetic problems. So it's not good. Means I'm not talking about from any side. I'm just talking about science side. Science is telling that selection will be very less. So I'm talking totally about 50% anti-dominant trait is that trait na. Like if I'm dominant, so I'm going to give if my traits are dominant, then the baby born will be all dominant traits. So like that. No, it's selection only. Okay, it's selection only. So like if father trait is recessive, mother's trait is dominant, then the baby born will be with that trait. So these things are there. Okay, so the question I asked after Akshaya message. Okay, after Akshaya's message, what you have asked, dear Tanishka? No, auntie, they are not that question. Tanishka, auntie, if first child was a dominant, then the sibling will. No, look here. The thing here is always the first child will be the most special child. No, it's not about speciality, like the first baby born will be special in many characteristics. No, it's like the mother womb will be preparing for a baby for the first time. So everything will be done for the first time. The uterus will be getting ready for the first time for what you called taking the baby in and taking care of the baby. So many things are there, food taken and everything, means outside factors, inside factors, many things will be there. The first child will be, whosoever is the first child of the family, I am also the first child, so they will always be special. They will always be special. Okay, it's not like that. Many traits can be dominant, many traits can be recessive. Okay, I'm the first child, so I'm special. I'm just joking. Now look here, it's like traits will be like, yeah, I'm also special, first child, because the moment the first child will be born, the first child will always be special. In not in the, like, selection processes will be going on, and the mother womb will be preparing for the baby for the first time. So lots of things will be happening for the first time. So exactly, they are going to be special. Okay, special. But it's not like it's like biologically special. Nothing special is there. First child will always bear more burden. Okay, so don't be first child. I'm just what happened, Kardika? What happened? It's not like, I'm just telling about the I'm telling about the most important thing, and that is having a first I'm also special. Yeah, I'm also special. I'm also special. I'm first child, huh? So we talked. Don't stop fighting related to first child and high five. Okay, high five. I'm also the first child, but it's not like that, Tanishka. No, auntie, my doubt is that if first child has dominant germs like skin color, dominant gene like skin color, while then siblings may will mostly have white color. See, it's like it's not about like if first child born will be white color, all the child will be born with white color. It's not like that. When I'll be teaching you Mendeleev periodic table, at that time I'll be telling you that every time during the birth selection process happens. You will be seeing that in the same family, 2-3 male family members are there, means 2-3 son is there, but one son will be tall, another son will be short. It is totally at the time of reproduction, that is at the time of fertilization, the germ cells and the ova, when they will be fusing, at that particular moment what will happen, that is exactly going to be the type of the what you called, that will be the traits of the baby. That will be the traits of the baby. It's totally selection. Okay, for each child dominant gene is different, auntie. Yes, siblings cannot be twins. Okay, sibling cannot be twins, and siblings cannot be same, like brother and sister. You cannot say that they both are equally intelligent, they both are equally likely to be good. It's not like that. Please take it out from your brain. Brothers and sister, they might fight. Most probably the sibling fights are very, very common. And the most important thing is, it's not like that. First, take it out from your brain that they are similar. They are never similar every time. That's what I am telling you now. Variation occurs every time fertilization. Like for first pregnancy, if whatever variations, whatever the child is having the traits, second pregnancy they may not be like that. Third pregnancy they may not be like that. So every time selection will be different. Selection will be different. The baby born will be having the traits or the characters like eye color, skin color. It will be totally dependent upon the situation. Situation means that time dominant and recessive trait, whatever they will match, that time only the type of baby will be determined. The sex of the baby will be determined, like boy child or girl child. It will not be determined by the female. Female are always having XX. It is totally determined by the male sperm. So male are exactly having XY chromosomes. From there only the child will be a girl child or a boy child. That also will be decided. Okay. So now another doubt. What doubt you are having? Tell me. How sperms go to eggs? Okay. Now look here, that process is called as fusion process. The sperms going to egg is exactly a fusion process. That is called as fusion. I'm going to explain that one. So these are exactly the male sperms. This is the egg. Egg will be very, very small. Fine. Now the fertilized egg, when this egg and the sperm will meet together, that is exactly called as formation of zygote. After the zygote, the baby will be born. And that time I was talking about surrogacy also, like if the mother uterus will not be able to take care, or if some problem will be there, then surrogate mothers are also there. So pregnancy time, if any problem or complications will be there, child can be born by surrogate mothers also. IVF is also there. In vitro fertilizations are also there. Fine. I'm reading your comments seriously, huh? So reproduction process in male, ask whatever. So a trait when which is a dominant now will not usually dominant at, no, the thing here is it's totally about selections. Millions of characters will be there, millions of what coding and decoding will be going on. Okay, auntie, so if we were conceived on any Sunday rather than any Wednesday, then we wouldn't exist only. Hey, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not about conception. Okay, it's not about conception. It's about what is this? So it's not about conception. Conception can only be done when the female, you have to understand that a female cannot be pregnant full month. Okay, it's not possible. For a female to become pregnant for full month, only one day will be there, and that day nobody knows when that egg will be released. Actually, the lifespan of an egg is only 24 hours. Okay, when the egg will be released by any one of the ovary, when the egg will be released by any one of the ovary, this is the male reproductive part. So when egg will be released in any one of the ovary, then it will be exactly waiting in the fallopian tube for only 24 hours. Okay, now, and most probably it is going to be the ovulation period. Ovulation period, I told you that when the period starts, after the end of the periods, between 12 to 17 or 18 days, that particular days, any day ovulation can be done. What is called as ovulation means release of an egg. Okay, so either of the two side egg will be released, means either left side or right side, only one egg will be released, and 3 to 4 millions of sperms will be competing. So sperms will be competing. How many sperms are there? 3 to 4 million sperms will be there, and any one sperm can be exactly getting fused in the egg, and after fusion no other sperms can go inside. So selection is 3 to 4 million is to 1. Okay, selection is 3 to 4 million. Tanishka, I'm not ignoring your yes, Rashmi, you are exactly correct. We existed because we are the one. We are the chosen one, huh? We are the chosen one. Tanishka, I'm going to read your comment. I'm so sorry. I think I have not read your comment. Fine, Tanishka, what is your comment, beta? No, dominant gene is not different. You have to understand one thing. Dominant gene is not same. It's not like every time. Look here, see on the DNA there are many characters are there. Okay, so genome coding and coding decoding part will be there. Many are there. Okay, so first is that given haploid cell, germ cell haploid means 24 pair will be there, and each sperms will be exactly having that type of coding. When they will be going inside the egg, the sperm will be going inside, means the head of the sperm. So Tanishka, I'm explaining your doubt only first. Fine, so don't be what you call sad. So look here, millions of sperms will be there. When either means out of millions of sperm, when one sperm will be going, that sperm head will only be going inside. It's not like, so this is the egg, so this is exactly single cell. So when sperm will be going, so millions of sperm will be there, but only one sperm can go inside. Only one sperm. So millions of sperms will be competing, but only one sperm can go inside. So it is exactly what happens, Tanishka. The sperm head will go and the tail will get detached. So now this will fuse, and its whatever internal genetic constant will be there, it will fuse with the inner part, and then it is exactly going to have a formation of zygote. Okay, now every time whatever genetic characters are there, like father genetic characters, many characters will be there in the DNA of the father, multiple genetic characters will be there. Genetic characters means here that different dominant traits will be there, like, but one which will be exactly selected will be always different. So look here, first time what happened, mother's skin color is white and father's skin color is black. Fine, simple example I am giving. Now mother's trait is dominant, then the child will be born with a white color skin. Okay, second time what happened, from mother's side, mother's any relative might be black color, and that trait is inside mother. Okay, now father trait is also black color, and that is exactly a recessive trait. When these two recessive traits, suddenly accidentally two recessive trait will match, then the baby born will not be of white color, the baby born will be of dark color. So that time you cannot blame the father, or you cannot blame, because here mother's contribution is also there. From mother's some family members somewhere it was not there, when they will be meeting, that time the baby will be of dark color. It is not like that. Eye color, blue color, yellow color, blue color, green color, brown color, black color, 4 different type of color is there. Now mother eye color is black, father eye color is brown. One child may be born with a brown color, okay, but another child will be born with a black color. It is totally the time of selection. What will be the selection will be there. How the child will be totally determined at the time of when the male gamete and the female gamete is fusing and fertilization will be taking place. That time only everything will be done. Okay, and every time it will be okay, Renu, fine, like a rocket. Auntie, the doubt I asked after the auntie, the doubt I asked after that, auntie. Now what is your doubt? Yellow color. Seriously yaar, today you are really in a very good mood to discuss whatever you want to discuss. Yellow color by mistake it came from my mouth. It's not like yellow color will be there. Fine. So black color, blue color, brown color, green color, maximum these 4 colors will be there. And whatever in movies ghost color is there, I'm not going to talk about that. Fine, I hope you might have understood. So selection is millions is to 1. So the baby born will be either of Tanishka. Your doubt is, auntie, read before Renu's message. I'm going to read before Renu's message. What is your doubt? Auntie, the doubt I asked her, Tanishka, really? I'm not ignoring your doubt, Tanishka. Auntie, my doubt. Always selection will be there, Tanishka. Always selection will be there. It's a selection process. 50% character from father, 50% character from mother. So from that side, whatever will be the most likely to be, it will be exactly going inside the baby. Yeah, exams are over, so good mood. Fine, you are in so good mood, I can feel that. So now shall I discuss about Tanishka? You do one thing, I'm waiting, you type your doubt again. I'm going to answer your doubt. Just one time. Dominant gene, after that I was talking about male reproductive part. In that male reproductive part I discussed that first I talked about testis. Testis is the male reproductive part. It is exactly a pair of testis will be there. It will be hanging in, called as scrotum. Scrotum is a pouch where it is exactly hanging. Why only one? Rashmi, auntie, wouldn't the female immune system attack the sperms? No, the female immune system is not attacking the sperm. It is not. How can a female immune system is going to attack the sperm? It's not like that. It's not like that. The female immune system is not, sperm is not an organism. It's not a pathogen. Okay, it's a germ cell. It is exactly a germ cell. So it will not be killed. But many a times I'm going to tell you that cyst formation will be there. Some female will be having cyst formation in their ovaries or like that. That is a problem. These things are not a problem. Fine. No, it is not attacking. Exactly, sperms will not be killed by the female immune system. Fine, it is not going to be killed. It is not going to be killed. So now testis is there, a pair of testis is there. This pair of testis is having two work. I'm just going to recall it as fast as possible. Okay, Tanishka, I told you, type your doubt and give me, yaar. Come on, type your doubt and give me, huh? Their outer body particles, it's not like that, Rashmi. They are not like, you have to understand that ki when unprotected sex will be there, then with sperms many disease will also go. It is called as STDs. STDs are called as sexually transmitted diseases. Okay, so through that side disease can also go. So that is not a very like there is no immune system there. It is not like, so the AIDS causing is there now. So you have to understand that the sperms will not be killed by female. It is not going in blood. It is not going in blood. First thing is that it is not mixing in blood. Sperms are not mixing in blood. Some sperms are going in female reproductive part for fertilization. One thing is there that it is not mixing in blood. WBC will be present in blood, and if any pathogens or microorganisms are going through the food side, or through the blood side, that particular time what is happening is, that time the WBC will be exactly killing it, because the the soldiers will be there to fight it. But it's not that side. It's a separate reproductive part which is exactly participating in reproduction for the formation of an offspring. Okay, I hope I have made that clear. For the formation of an offspring. Okay, Tanishka, you typed. Fine, I didn't got your comment. Seriously, I typed auntie, but I didn't got your comment. What is my doubt? Tanishka, seriously, are you playing? I didn't got your comment. Let me check. Tanishka typed answer. Got chosen. Until now I searched net and it said that they are killed in cervix only, so lowering the count. That is a different thing. That is a different thing. I thought you are talking about they are killed in cervix is a different thing. I'm going to talk about that also, Rashmi. But it is not for immune system. It is not for immune system. Okay. The male sperms will be exactly, which is called as semen. The semen will be exactly alkaline, and it is making the female vagina also alkaline. So acidic contents will be there. The pathways are also difficult to get. So many things are there, Rashmi. I'm going to talk about that. But total sperms, like that many sperms will not be killed. Okay, sperms cannot be killed because of female immunity. Sperms cannot be killed because of female immunity. Okay. Cervix immune system. That cervix immune system will not be killing more of the sperms, dear. It will not be. It will not be. Cervix is just participating its part. Okay. It is playing its part, beta. Oh, what is that? What is that information? Tell me. Fine. So can I go back to my part? It is exactly going to be called as testis. The testis will be producing sperms. Testis is having two work. A pair of testis is there. It is having two work. What is the first work? Is producing male hormones, that is called as testosterone. Testosterone is called as male hormone. It is giving a male character. Okay. Second is, and it is also playing part in production of sperms. Next is, Tanishka, what is the doubt? Tanishka, your question is not visible. Yes, I think message before Rashmi. Yes, I am not getting her messages. I'm not getting her messages. I'm not getting her messages. Tanishka, whatever doubt you have written, it is not reaching me. Seriously, it's not reaching me, promise. Now look here. It is exactly called as testis. Testis is producing sperms. The sperms will be go to epididymis. Epididymis is the temporary storage device. I told you that day that scrotum, the male testis is exactly lower in the body. It is not in the abdomen. It is exactly lower. It is in a pouch called as scrotum. Now the scrotum can shrink and the scrotum can go down and go up. It is why the scrotum is exactly containing the testis, because the sperms need temperature lower than the abdomen temperature. So whatever human body temperature is there, sperms need 2.5 degree less than that. That's why the male reproductive part, that the testis will be exactly the one which is producing the sperm is not in the abdomen, it is outside the abdomen, okay, and it is hanging. Okay, it is hanging, and exactly what happens, because when the temperature will be cool, it will go up, and when the temperature will be hot, it will go down. So for taking the heat, it can go up and down. So that is the contraction and relaxation of the scrotum will be there. Okay, that was the one point we have discussed. After that, we talked about vas difference. So when we are talking about vas difference, this vas difference, auntie, one doubt, why X choose only one sperm? See, to fuse, many sperms will be there, but egg will, it's not like character has to be there, multiple character has not to be there, means one character, means already there are multiple conditions there, but one character has to be chosen. For that only one haploid is enough to make a baby, okay. So one character is there enough, fine. So only one will be there. Nature is like that, Tawfiq, that only one male, one sperm and one egg will only going to be fused together. Out of multiple millions, only one will be fused together. Auntie, one doubt, what egg choose only one sperm? Okay, fine. Tanishka, still not visible. Seriously, are you playing here? What will happen to the other sperms if it is not going to fertilize? They will die. The lifespan of sperm is 3 days. The lifespan of egg is in a month only 1 day. The lifespan of egg is only 1 day. Sperm is 3 days. So sperm will be waiting for the egg for 3 days in the fallopian tube. But if it will not come, then they will be exactly dying. Okay. The sperms will die and it will come out as waste product. Anything else? In the uterus they will die. Why they will die in uterus? Okay, now listen, I'll be explaining that one. Fine. So vas difference will be connected to seminal vesicle, then prostate gland, and then copper gland, and then with penis it is exactly going to connect, and the sperms are exactly coming out through a common path that is called as urinogenital area. For male, urine and sperm both are exactly coming from the same part, that is exactly called as urinogenital area. The previous video I have made, that is exactly totally in that I have explained about male reproductive part. You can go and check that. Okay, when in maths, I don't think today maths will be there. My brain is totally out. How many questions you are asking? Tomorrow I am going to teach maths extra, but I am going to explain about female reproductive part. Kamya, your doubt? Okay, how twins are formed. So look here, beta, there are two different type of twins. One is called as fraternal twins, one is called as identical twins. So exactly what happens in fraternal twins and identical twins? So what happens, like every month the female fallopian tube, it will be exactly waiting, the female fallopian tube will be waiting for sperms. The sperms will be going, now out of these two ovaries, any one ovary, like January month, if one egg is released here, in a month one egg, 1 day lifespan. So if January month one egg will be released here, then sperms means the sperms, if sperms are already waiting, then it will fertilize here. After fertilization, what will happen? The egg will start moving in fallopian tube, okay, and then it will fall into the inner lining of the uterus. So once it will fall in the inner lining of the uterus, then what will happen? It will exactly break and its content will get connected to the uterus lining, and then the baby will start growing. In that, baby will have placenta, and exactly the baby will have one placenta here, and umbilical cord will be there, and with that the baby will start growing here. Fine. And in 3 months the full baby body will be exactly ready, and after that the baby will only grow. Only grow means the baby will become Gondu. In Tamil I think I said Gondu, correct word. So the baby will only become Gondu after that. So that is exactly a phase. Fine. Now sometimes what happens, the egg is exactly for some female, rare case, when both the eggs, both side exactly egg will be released, and if both the side will be egg will be released, will be getting 2 different sperms. Remember, 2 different sperms. 2 different sperms, they are not the same sperms, 2 different sperms. Then after fertilization they will exactly go and fall into the uterus, and they will get connected to 2 different linings, and then 2 different babies will be born. That time the baby can be a male child, a female child, both can be male, both can be female. Okay, that is called as fraternal twins, and both of them will not be same. Their DNA will not be, as a brother and sister their DNA will be same, but they will not be called as clones, means they will not be totally identical. They will not be totally identical. They will only be called as fraternal twins. They will be called as fraternal twins. Okay, because 2 different eggs, both the eggs are fertilized by 2 different sperms, and now they are just traveling and going inside the uterus. So 2 different babies are there. But what they are exactly similar or different? Similar or different means they will be brother and sister. Face will not be that much same. They will be like different. The DNA will be different. Okay, DNA will not be like, as a brother and sister, how many DNA matches na? That much will match, but it will not be totally identical. Identical twins DNA will match. Fine. Now how identical twins are born? How identical twins are born? Sometimes at the time of formation of identical twins, conjoined twins are also there. So what is called as conjoined twins? Exactly what happens? Now only one egg is there. Only one egg is there. Now the egg is exactly, egg was waiting for sperms. Sperm came, egg got fertilized. So now once the egg got fertilized, now what happened? Now this fertilized egg will go and fall into the inner lining of the uterus. So once it will fall into the inner lining of the uterus, now it is exactly going to break into 2 pieces. At the time of detaching, the same genetic part will get divided into 2 and got connected into 2 different linings. Okay, the inner lining of the uterus, same egg got broken into 2 parts and got connected to 2 different lining. That will be exactly called as identical twins, because at the time of zygote formation the genetic character were same. Genetic character were the same, and once the egg will start its journey and fall into the uterus, after falling into the uterus it broke into 2 parts and then it got connected. So this is exactly called as identical twins. The DNA will be exactly matching. Same, either if the one egg is breaking and it is having male, then both will be male or both will be female. So that is called as identical twins. Height will be more or less similar. Genetic characters will be more or less similar, because whatever characters are there, it is same. Many a times the doctors are saying that if one will cry, then another will also cry. If one will sleep, then another will also sleep. So many characters will back to back match with them. They will be, you can say them clones also, because very much similarity will be there. What is there, auntie? Sometimes 6 babies and the lady has 6 fallopian tubes, or what? Single baby will have 1 fallopian tube, means each baby will be exactly taking nutrition from mother, single. So if 6 babies are there, so 6 different fallopian tubes will be there. So think about that time, it's a risky pregnancy. It's a very, very difficult situation. It's really a difficult situation, and it may be life threatening to female also. Fine. How are one egg will break into 4? Just think about that. One egg will break into 4 babies of same genetic characters, same thing. Sometimes 2 eggs are coming, it will fall and break into 2, 3. So it is exactly how many it will be breaking, that many babies will be born. Sudarshan, what is your doubt, Sudarshan? Auntie, it is said that egg will live for 1 day, but while menstruation, it occurs 17 to 21 days. Look here, the thing here is there is a total process of maturation of egg. Exactly what happens now, when a baby will be inside mother womb, like when I was in my mother womb, when I was in my mother uterus, when I was 3 months old in my mother uterus, that time itself my ovaries were formed. But that ovaries were not at all matured ovaries, they were very, very immature ovaries. Okay, when menstrual cycle starts, when puberty attended, after attainment of puberty, what happens? There will be exactly, this is exactly the, I am going to show you the next one. Next slide, just give me 1 minute. So if you will see, this is exactly the ovary, okay, and this will release egg. Every month this will release egg. This ovaries will be releasing egg, and the egg will be exactly going and waiting there in the fallopian tube. Okay, so this is the fallopian tube. Here only fertilization will occur. Here only what will happen? Fertilization will occur. So when the egg, the sperms will be going there, and if an egg is there, so if one egg will be there, the sperms will be meeting there, and there only selection will be there. Fertilization will occur. And once the fertilization will occur, after that only the egg will start its journey. The egg will start its journey. And beta, every time you see here, this is exactly called as every month, the whatever immature eggs are there na, they have to go through a process. Means many immature eggs, multiple millions of immature eggs will be present in the ovaries, but all eggs will not be capable of producing and coming out at a time. Only one egg one time, and that too left January, right, February, March, April, May, June, like that. Okay, so what is exactly happening here is this is the female ovary, and here you see here follicles, that is different small immature eggs will be there. Only one of the egg will exactly undergo all this journey. I think tomorrow's class only I will be capable of explaining it. So total journey will be done, and see here, that is corona radiata. So corona radiata, no corona disease. Okay, this is corona radiata. This is the exactly ovule coming out from this. This is not corona, please, fine. The egg is not corona, no corona, this is not corona, fine. So this is exactly corona radiata, the outer wall, and this is the matured egg. So only one egg will attain maturity every month. Okay, only one egg will be attaining maturity, and it will be exactly breaking, and this is exactly going to form what called corpus luteum. It is going to form corpus luteum, and then the egg will be coming out. After the egg will come out, it will exactly wait. And you see multiple of sperms are there, but only one sperm can go inside. And once one sperm will go inside, this part will become hardened, and it will not allow any other sperm to go inside, and then the process of fusion will start. The sperms, this is exactly the cervix region, there only Rashmi was talking about. So I am going to talk about that part also. I hope you might have understood. Now your doubt, Akshaya, what is your doubt, beta? See, look here, if egg will be released, every month egg will be released, and if it is not getting sperms, then what will happen? The egg will exactly fall into the inner lining of the uterus. Coronavirus. It will not fall into the uterus, it will fall into the uterus unfertilized. Then what happens, because every month the female, this uterus will be waiting for the egg, fertilized egg. So it will, the inner lining of the uterus will become hardened. It will be rich of blood. okay, so that this blood and nourishment will be provided to the baby once the egg will fuse in the inner lining of the uterus. But once the blood will not be, that is endometrium wall is there, inner wall, endometrium wall will be there, so in that wall it is exactly waiting. But when the egg will come unfertilized, means it is not having zygote will not be there, then what will happen, it will break. It will break, the inner lining of the uterus will break, and it will come out as blood and mucus as a menstrual cycle. Okay, it will come out as blood and mucus as a menstrual cycle. So it's a natural process. Fine. No, menstruation cannot be done, menstruation cannot be for 10 days. Normal it is exactly 3 to 4 days. For female normal it is 3 to 4 days. It cannot be 10 days. And after that, once the periods will be stopped, after that 10 to 15 days ovulation period will be there. Means ovulation period means after the menstrual cycle, in between, if you will count in the middle of the month of the menstrual cycle, the egg will be exactly released, and that egg, if it is getting sperm, then chances of pregnancy is more. Hello King. 2 eggs. Look here, for some why menstruation sometimes become early or late. See, look here, late menstruation is not at all a problem, early menstruation is a problem. Okay, so menstruation means a complete cycle of 28 days is there, but if it will be coming early, means if it will be coming after every 15 days, then it's better to have a talk with doctor, and nothing, it's like hormonal problems will be there, no other problems. Fine. Maximum 5 days, fine, maximum 5 days, rest of the other things are normal only. Anything else? Yes, if fertilization will not be there, then egg will be exactly going to it is not going to live for more days, it is only 24. It is only 24 days, 24 hours, 24 hours, and it will be exactly, sperms will be 3 days. It can stay 3 days. It can stay 3 days in female reproductive part, and then reproduction will occur. Okay, fine. Anything else you want to ask? Because I have to start about fallopian tube. So many a times what happens, the egg will be starting its travel, and sometimes if this part is there, in this junction before going, the egg will rupture. The egg will rupture, and the egg will exactly connect into the fallopian tube. Then what that happens at that time, what will happen, the egg will start, the baby will be start growing in the fallopian tube itself. Rather than going into the uterus, the baby will be start growing in fallopian tube. This is very, very life threatening for female. It may take the life, or if it is exactly diagnosed early, then the doctors has to take out that. Okay. Understood, Sudarshan? Fine. So tomorrow I am going to talk about this Graphian and corpus luteum, everything I am going to discuss about female reproductive part. In that I am going to talk about cervix, and then I am going to talk what produces alkalinity in the female reproductive part. And Mridul. Okay, I was continuously in class, Mridul, so only I was unable to give you beta. So I'm just give me some time. I'm going to send. I'm going to send it. I'm going to send the Instagram link one more time in the community post. Huh? It is there in the community post. Instagram link is there in the community post. Sudarshan, corona function also you will teach, auntie. It's not about corona function here. It's about, this is the upper region of the egg. I'm going to corona radiata, I am going to discuss about that. Griffin, I am going to talk about. Corpus luteum, I am going to talk about. Follicle, that part I am going to talk about. Okay. Babies are exactly, once the baby will be exactly growing in the mother womb, the size will increase for the baby head, the more the month will be going on, the baby head will start its journey. The head of the baby will start shifting towards the outer. So in 7, 8, 9 months, the head of the baby will be down towards the cervix region. Okay. And when one amniotic fluid will be there, in the amniotic fluid, I will show you the pictures. In that amniotic fluid, baby will be there. Once that amniotic fluid will be exactly come coming out, the mouth of the will be open and the baby will come out. Okay, that is the process of, that is 40 weeks of gestation is there, the baby will come out after that. Okay, that's also a natural process, but I'm going to tell out that also. Okay, ma'am, congratulations for crossing 1K subscriber. Thank you, Mridul. Thank you so much. Hello, Crafto. Now it's not maths class, Crafto. I'm going to join you in maths class, huh? So the baby head will go down and it will, Akshaya, your head rotated fast? No, your head will not be rotating fast. There is a placement of the baby head, it will go down. Okay, it will go down. Many things are there, beta. We will be learning it in next class. Fine. I hope my children might have understood whatever I taught today. I tried to explain whatever queries you have related to reproduction part, and if any more query is there, I will explain it in next class. Fine. That's it. I'm having another class, maths. Fine. Bye everyone. Good night.